Hey everyone, Sparks back with another Goddess Victory Nikke video, and I just beat the minigame literally 3 minutes before reset. I'm just gonna say it, that minigame was too long. It was a lot of fun, it was really cool, but like there was literally almost more minigame content than actual event content. The controls were pretty tricky on mobile, and I didn't use any easy mode because I'm not a little bitch. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, if you used it, I totally understand it because there's just so much content to go through, and some of those rooms you walk into, it was just like raptures everywhere, and it was kind of insane. Towards the end there, I died so many times. Anyway, I'm just happy I finally got the frame. I completed the challenges. Hope you guys all did too. Anniversary is officially over, and we're really talking about Flora in this video. So let's take a look at her skill kit. I am a little behind on this. She has launched now, but I was busy with work in the morning and also trying to finish that mini game before reset happened. So anyway, Flora is a burst 2 support with machine gun electric type. We've been getting all kinds of electric types lately, and I hope to answer 2 questions with analyzing her skills here. 1, should you pull for her? And 2, is she a good unit? So she's got a standard ammo capacity of 300, reload time of 1.5 seconds, deals 5.5% attack as damage and 200% damage when attacking core. I didn't look these up specifically, but I want to say these are pretty standard values. Check me in the comments if I'm wrong. All right, so skill 1 is Petunia. We're keeping that floral theme with Flora. So Petunia says activates at the start of the battle only if self survives, affects self and 2 allies on both sides. So we're seeing an effect very similar to Rouge, where she affects 2 allies right next to her, although she doesn't have to be in a specific position like Rouge. You can put her right in the middle if you want, or even the end. Of course, then you're missing out on value because she's only gonna have an ally on one side, but a little bit more flexibility there. Also kind of interesting because it's like only if self survives. I was like, when would a unit possibly not survive at the start of the battle? But basically what that's saying is just if she dies, then this continuous effect goes away. So just kind of some clarification there. It says recovers 1% of caster's final max HP every 1 second continuously, and restores 4% continuously, stacks up to 5 times. This is a lot of heals, just like healing all the time. That could definitely be useful in a lot of difficult battles. It'll keep a lot of accounts alive during raids. I could definitely see that happening. Activates after landing 100 normal attacks, which is going to happen pretty rapidly with the machine gun. Affects all electric code allies, so we're still building that electric team. We have a lot of strong electric units, and it says stack count of buff goes up by 1. Honestly, I don't know if we really need this because, we got amazing electric units like Cinderella, obviously, and like Ein, and like they don't really need buff stacks. So, I'm not saying that this won't do anything, but I think this is definitely a minor effect. Skill 2 is Iris, another flower name. Activates when HP of one of the allies on both sides is lower than 90%. Affects all allies. Generates a shield with 10% of caster's final max HP for 10 seconds. So you're going to have a shield up basically all the time. I mean, because assume it's probably going to be pretty easy to heal 10% of HP with all the healing you have going on. And each time they drop below 90%, which is like almost max, you're going to generate a shield. This can make things really, really resilient. Also says activates when the HP of one of both allies on both sides reaches max HP, affects all allies. True damage goes up 30% for 5 seconds. So, they're even counting on you getting back up to that max HP, and true damage up by 30% for 5 seconds is pretty insane. Now, we really don't have a lot of units that deal with true damage so far, but true damage is, in theory, the best kind of damage because it's just going to be your straight damage value mitigating no mitigation by defense or anything like that. And a 30% increase is really strong, but it gets even better. Affects all allies, recovers 10% of caster's final max HP as HP. So that's good. She's going to finally heal herself. And true damage goes up. It's also going to heal everybody else but herself as well. And then true damage goes up for the whole team of 42% for 10 seconds. That is crazy. If you're dealing a lot of true damage, this is going to be a massive damage increase. So I predict that we're probably going to get some more true damage units coming up in the future. maybe even more true damage electric units, although we've gotten a bunch of really stacked electric units, so it's kind of crazy to be getting that many more, but you never know. I really feel like we haven't seen enough true damage to make this kind of thing worth it. Every now and then we see buffs on true damage, but there just isn't a whole lot of true damage in the game. But this is a sign that I think we're going to get more of that. The catch here is that she has a 40-second cooldown. So as a burst 2, that kind of does her in, except I think she's still really strong. So let's try and answer those questions. Should you pull for her? For 99% of people, no. Okay, we just had anniversary. We are about to have a winter/Christmas event. Then we're going to have a New Year's event. Just save your resources. Flora is not a limited character, and you can just put her on the wish list. Don't worry about it, unless you have a ton of resources left, or you're just like a whale that does collecting on everything. Just don't pull for her. Don't worry about it. You don't need her. We have a lot more still coming that you're going to want to pull for. Now, let's try and answer that second question. Is she a good unit? Well, she has that 40-second cooldown, which is a major downside. But honestly, yeah, I think she is a good unit. I would definitely recommend putting her on the wish list. I will hope to get her as soon as possible. Now, again, she does have some kind of, limited effects like the true damage thing and increasing stack count on electric units. So definitely some niche things there that I feel like we need to see more units for her to actually be able to support. But if anything, I feel like this is a sign of things to come. We've seen this in the past. We see support units that might not do enough initially, and then like a month or two later, it's like, oh, here's the big unit that it's supposed to support, and they turn out to be super useful. And even her healing, which I think is really the most important thing besides her increasing true damage, looks very, very strong. This might be some of the best healing that we've gotten in the game. Previously, like Rapunzel, for just straight up healing, was the best healer in the game. Naga could do some pretty decent healing. Blanc could do some decent healing. But I think Flora is going to be right up there with them, doing a lot of heals and shields. I think, we're seeing a step up. We're now going into year 3 of Nikke, and we're seeing a new standard for how strong units can be. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you're still planning to pull for Flora despite all the things that we've just gotten and all the things to come, or if there was any things that you managed to cook up with her. Let me know how your polls went, and if you cooked up any teams to use her right now that seem really, really strong. All right, I'm also going to do a extra stream, assuming nothing crazy happens. Tonight, I don't normally stream on Wednesday, but I'm going to stream, and we're going to do Nier X Stellar Blade. New DLC just dropped for Stellar Blade, and I haven't gotten to stream it for a while. I'll probably suck because I'm way out of practice, and it's a difficult game. But we're going to check out all the costumes. You can get 2B, A2. There's a bunch of other just kind of general outfits for Eve that are probably going to look super good because Eve looks good no matter what she's wearing. But all right, I'll catch you guys on stream or in the next video. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. Catch you guys later.